Alright, YouTube. Today, we'll talk about a revolver. A Taurus Judge. This one is a Public Defender Poly. It does not belong to me. It belongs to a friend of mine. He loaned it to me to make a video with it. I've shot it. I shot it a few minutes ago with some 410 number 8 bird shot. A couple of days ago I shot a couple of 45 Colts through it. What do I think about it? I think it's a good gun for self-defense because you don't have to be a marksman, a dead-eye shot when you're shooting shotgun shells. It's a point-and-shoot operation. So if you're not the greatest shot, you don't have much to worry about in this. Now, I know I'm not going to be able to show this on camera, but before I shot this video, I took it outside with a man-sized silhouette target, and I put 5 bird shots in the head of this silhouette. You see that? Then I put 5 in the center mass of the body. Now, there's not a spot on this target that doesn't have a hole in it. That was at a self-defense range of probably 5 to 10 feet, and that's about as far as you're going to be shooting at somebody legally. And it put a hole in every square inch of that target. Now, if you think that won't get the job done, well, you're wrong, because it will. And that is just number 8 bird shot. But leave it to Taurus to come out with a gun that shoots 2 of the most expensive ammos you can buy. This box of number 8 bird shot, 2.5 inch, standard old bird shot, 1,300 feet per second, half ounce of number 8 shot, was $13 at Walmart. In comparison, a box of 25 12 gauge number 8 bird shot was $4.97. So this is almost 3 times higher than 12 gauge. But what do you do? Now, what's the purpose of a gun like this? Well, I'm gonna say this gun has one purpose, and that's self-defense. They make a plethora of different 410 self-defense ammo for it, just for it. Because of this Judge, the 410 shotgun shell became popular again, single-handedly because of this gun right here. And there's several different defense rounds you can get. You can get them with buckshot. You can get some that had some 3 disc in it. It's just unlimited, the amount of different kind of rounds you can get. Now, if I had this gun, what I would use it for is snakes. I would use this 8-shot bird shot and shoot snakes. I got a little shed in the back of my yard. I was in it at the beginning of summer looking for something, and I saw what was either a black mamba or a king cobra. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's no black mambas or king cobras in Middle Tennessee. Well, I'm going to say you're wrong, because I seen one or the other. Now, I did not have a shotgun or a Judge or anything for that matter. All I had was my 2 feet, and I used them. And it looked like a shotgun blast went off in my underwear when I got out of there. But I'm not sure what kind of snake it was. In my mind, it was a king cobra. Maybe a black mamba. How did it get to Tennessee? I have no idea. But I'm not going to go back in there and ask him. But that's what I would use this gun for. Because even if it was just a standard old chicken snake, I don't care nothing about him. And I would blast him. I was bush hogging a few weeks ago, and I seen about a 6-foot chicken snake coming across right under the tractor, And I would have loved to have had this gun with me to shoot that thing, because he went straight into my other building, and I know he's in there somewhere waiting on me. And by now he's probably 10-12 foot long, gonna unhinge his jaw, swallow me whole. But anyway, enough of that. These guns are popular. There's 13 different models, the best I could tell, on Taurus's website. 2 of them will shoot the 454 Casull round, which is a tremendously powerful round. I've never shot one, but you could take that round and deer hunt or anything you wanted to, I'd imagine. So the variety is very, very good. You can get stainless, you can get a long barrel, a short barrel. This is probably the lightest one, and it comes in 23 ounces or so empty, so this one could be carried. It's not terribly heavy. Now, is the 45 Colt the viable cartridge? Well, the ballistics I could find on it was on a Blazer 200 grain standard velocity cartridge. You're looking at 444 feet, 44 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, and 1,000 feet per second. Now, you can step that up to a Buffalo Bore Plus P 260 grain hollow point, and that raises the muzzle energy to 1,214 foot-pounds and 1,450 feet per second. Now, your mileage will vary due to the length of the barrel, but compare that to a 45 ACP, a 230 grain Blazer, 365 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle, and 830 feet per second. Now, oh yeah, the Buffalo Bore 45 ACP 185 grain hollow points have 543 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle, 1,150 feet per second. Closest thing I could find to compare to the Buffalo Bore Plus P 45 Colt would be a 44 Magnum Buffalo Bore with 270 grain lead flat nose at 1,260 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle, which is just a tad bit more, and the same feet per second at 1,450. So the 45 Colt will get the job done. It's more potent round than the 45 ACP, and it had a pretty good punch when I shot it through this particular Public Defender poly, which is lighter. Now, they make these guns that are all stainless and longer barrels and heavy, and I'm sure they will absorb that recoil better, but in a self-defense situation, you're not going to be concerned with the recoil. Now, would this gun be good for self-defense? Well, absolutely. This gun would be perfect for self-defense. This gun would be perfect for somebody that's not a marksman and wants to point and shoot. And that's what this 410 is. Point and shoot. And you're going to put some holes in whatever you're pointing at. So, I say it would be excellent for self-defense. It may be a little large, but it can be carried. Now, your good old revolver, you don't have to worry about a lot of the things you have to worry about when you got a automatic. You don't have to worry about failure to feed, failure to eject. Now, you only have 5 rounds, but a lot of the small pocket size automatics with the big bore don't have much more capacity than that. I believe my XDS 45 only held 6. So capacity, you only got 5, but you shouldn't be in any situation where 5 won't get the job done. And on a gun like this, you could put a couple of bird shot, you could put a couple of 45 Colts, you could put a self-defense 410 shell that had 3 or 4 pellets. So you could mix it up, different variety of things, but it will definitely get the job done. Don't sell this bird shot short. it will do the job at a self-defense distance. That will lay a hurting on somebody. So, are these guns worthy of carrying? Well, I'm going to say yes. I would carry one, and I wouldn't feel bad at all about it. I'd feel safe. I'd feel confident that I could hit what I was aiming at, even in a stressful situation where you may not even have time to aim. This is a point and shoot, and that may be a good thing. So, I think it's an excellent gun. I've never had one, and I'm not opposed to having one. Like I said, my property is infested with deadly poisonous African reptiles, and I'm going to have to eliminate them with something. So this might get the call. But the good old Taurus Judge. Now, a lot of people badmouth Taurus, but I'm not going to, because a lot of the gun dealers I've talked to said that Taurus had one of the best customer service and best warranties in the business. So there ain't a lot to go wrong with a good old revolver, but it's nice to know that they stand behind their products and they'll take care of it if something happens to it. This says Taurus International Manufacturing, Miami, Florida, made in Brazil. 45 long Colt, 410 gauge. So they'll stand behind it. Ain't a lot to go wrong on a good old revolver anyway, so I think it'd be an excellent choice, especially for maybe a new shooter that wasn't comfortable with a automatic, and all the training and learning that goes with that, and all the scenarios of your failures to feed, your failures to eject, and all. You don't have to worry about none of that with a good old revolver. This Taurus, and I believe all of them, also come with the security lock where you put a key in here and it'll lock the hammer. So it'd be safe if you had it locked. No kids and nothing. If they ever got a hold of it, it'd be safe. I wouldn't keep a gun in my house loaded and then lock it. If I got it in my house, it's for my home protection. Now, I don't have any little kids in my house, but if you do, then you'll have to take precautions there. But that's for everybody to decide for themselves the best way to keep it safe. But anyway, the old Taurus Judge, definitely a viable option for carry and for elimination of deadly reptiles. And that's about all I got on that. Thanks for watching.